See? Is there a Speec in the house? Is there a Speec? Liddy?
Hi, I'm Robyn. This is Ashley. We're going to do a quick combo speech here. I've been lucky enough, go for it, Gary.
Have a seat, don't worry.
To know Marge, aka Chica Boom, for a little over 2 decades. She has been a constant in my life. You know that friend you can always call with anything, for anything, at any time? That's Marge. All of you know this, but that lady right here is the best, literally. I can honestly say part of the reason I am who I am is because of her. I'm weird. She's weird. I attribute a lot of my weirdness to the Julios. All of us are weird.
George Central.
But the best weirdness, that belly laugh, knee slapping, crazy hair, dancing in public, authentic weirdness. I'm so grateful for my weird. So thank you, Margie's. We've been through a lot, her and I. Soccer when we were little tykes, hammer basketball, Tijuana, Cabo, climbing Zion, Roosevelt, middle school. We went to business school together, we studied abroad together, we lived together in Barcelona. We've been through a lot. I remember the day she left for New York very vividly. It was 6 a.m. the day after we graduated from UW. And I was so excited for her. This adventurous spirit of hers. Off to see new things, meet new people, see new places. It was perfect for her. In the same moment, I was devastatingly sad for myself because I was losing that person so close to me. She was going across the country. But of course, New York brought great things. Great friends, a new home, and most importantly, Steph. That brings us to you, Liddy. I couldn't imagine a better partner for our Marge. You are witty, you're loving, you're supportive. You challenge her and you make her laugh. You make her laugh all the time. You push her to be her best self and make her the happiest I've ever known her to be. I know it's not often that you find a love like the two of you have, and I can't wait to see where it will take you. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. I love you.
I thought I was going to be a lot more drunk before I did this. I'm totally sober and I feel uncomfortable. Anyways, I actually don't remember the day I met Marge, and I also can't remember not knowing her. It's like she's always been in my life. The earliest memory I can think of is actually in Robyn's basement, sorry. That was later. When we were about 11 or 12, there would be a pack of us. We could all get caravanned over by our parents, except for Kim, who would walk literally next door. We'd have one big massive sleepover, and the only rule was that we couldn't touch Box hyperallergenic pillows. We'd listen to NSYNC, to Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears on a boombox, on a CD, and make up dance routines, gossip, and laugh all night. Most of the girls that were at these sleepovers are actually here tonight, and genuinely nothing's changed. It still feels like we're always having one big sleepover with 1,000 inside jokes. Oh, God, a lot has happened in Marge and I's lives over the last 20 plus years.
You got it.
We watched each other move across the country, change jobs, change boyfriends, and travel the world.
Hong Kong.
I mean,
You got it, Ash. You got it.
but our friendship has never changed, and it always feels like I just saw her. Marge is truly my spirit animal, and I'd like to think that I'm hers. She's bold, she's beautiful, painfully funny, forgiving, kind, eloquent, and relentlessly true to herself. The greatest gift she's ever given me is never making me work for our friendship. She's always taken me for what I am, and whatever moment in life I've been at. She's loved me unconditionally and always made me feel like she was proud of me, and I can't thank you enough. So Steph, on behalf of the Babes Level of Highness, we're giving you our girl. God, I wasn't drunk. Can you imagine? I know that a late night bright. Please hold our heart, laugh at all our jokes, and never give up on each other. We love you.
And next up, please welcome Matt.
I'll be next.
Okay. Make it good. Okay, so mic on it. Okay, so before I start, I wanted to give a special mention to Jose. It's such a beautiful ceremony today. Haven't seen you with Steph and Margaret this week and how you've interacted with the family and getting to know you a bit. There's not a better person they could have asked to share this day with and to actually give them away, so thank you. And also, I'm not sure people know this, but Sherry and Jose have been together for almost 42 years to this day. So I did ask you earlier, so yeah, congratulations to you both. Okay, so for those of you I haven't met, my name's Matt. I'm English, obviously. So when Steph asked me to do a speech, I was a little bit apprehensive because I wasn't sure if the English humour and the sarcasm would work on such an international crowd. So what I will say is, irrelevant of how the next 45 minutes goes, in the UK I am very funny, right? No, he isn't. No, he isn't.
Yeah. But just to be on the safe side, if there's like a pause for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, it's because I've either forgotten my words or I've made a joke and it's not funny, so just laugh anyway, just cheers. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So you'll notice there are two best men tonight during the speeches. So you're probably thinking Steph, popular guy, two best men. Not if the stag do's anything to go by. There's only 3 people who came on the stag do by the end of it. There was 4, but Jordan left after one night with Steph, so I don't know what it was. There was 5, and then there's Bryce, then there's 4, then there's 3. It was like the Survivor. But don't feel sorry for Steph, I just feel sorry for Duggan over there because he's the only person who was on the stag do who isn't a best man, so... Sorry, Duggan. But I'm glad to see so many people who turned up today, so I guess we know who the popular one is in the relationship. Margaret, well done. Believe it or not, I've never been a best man before. No, that's not a joke, that's true. That's actually So when Steph asked me, I asked him, what do you want me to say? I asked him on 2 separate occasions. The first time he said, just make me look good. A bit selfish, but this is Steph we're talking about, so yeah, what do you expect? So, background, I went to uni with Steph, we played basketball together. UW Phantoms, you probably heard of them, it's a big deal. When I first saw Steph, I saw this guy with like these skinny chicken legs. I thought, this guy is not going to be good at basketball. And I was right. If he told you it was good, it was okay, make you look good, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to list some things about Steph that I admire. The first thing, he is fiercely competitive. I mean, this has came up a couple of times today. Everyone knows this about Steph. Whether it's press-ups, chin-ups, push-ups, sorry, America. Scrabble, thank you. It's not a team, it's just me. And whether it's like the elderly, whether it's children, it's still the same level of competitiveness. So really, you just want to win every time. I appreciate that stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, and who is the best looking? We always ask that question. The winner's always Steph. Because Margaret always gives the results, so yeah. Okay, second thing about Steph, he's confident. Oh yeah. It's like, Steph has unbelievable, like literally, I don't know where he gets it from, like confidence. Like, why is he so confident? He thinks he's God's gift to women, that's a fact. He definitely does think he's God's gift to women. So, where does he get this from? So, I've heard some speeches today, like you both did it then, and the rehearsal dinner, everyone's talking about, body fat percentage, the abs. We need to stop this. From today, only maybe Sandy as well, only Margaret can really say nice things about Steph, because he's getting a big head. Yeah. But the confidence thing is good to a point. The only time, if you want to see Steph not confident, see him try and cross a road in like a busy traffic. He's like, yeah. Those small dogs. What's with small dogs? You're scaring them. And then finally, spiders. I mean, we mentioned cockroaches, Margaret, stealing my joke earlier, but spiders. If anyone wants to see a video of Steph, come and speak to me in a mile later. Okay. Third thing about Steph, he is a great negotiator. I think you like me saying that. Beautiful. Many times I've been out with Steph and he's always the first person to like, don't worry guys, I've got this, I'm going to go and chat to the doorman, we'll get this in. And there was one time with Alex as well, when we were in Miami, we were going to a free pool party, it was free, right? Steph's like, don't worry, I've got this. Okay, spoke to the doorman, comes back at $50 each. So, yeah. And he said it was a good deal. So I hope you've done some better negotiating on tonight, Steph. So yeah, first bet. Okay, and the fourth thing is he is considerate. So for those of you who have been invited to Steph and Margaret's, they're great hosts. They always want to make sure everyone's on a good time. They're very inclusive, making sure everyone's okay. But the thing that makes Steph really considerate is 2 a.m. when the lights are going down and from nowhere a guitar appears. Where do these guitars come from? I don't even know where they come from. And he'll serenade you with a song. You don't even ask for it. No one ever asks for it, but every time it's like, the guitar. And if you're especially lucky, it'll be shirtless. Or unlucky, whatever. Okay, so I'll say something nice now. Okay, jokes aside, Steph, I'll say something nice now. You are one of my best friends. I'm so proud to see the person you've become. You've had a huge influence on my life in a good way, and I'm thankful for... No, it is a good way. I am thankful for all the good times we've had together and the impact you've had on my life, more than you know. You made the world a smaller place, we've had some amazing experiences, and I met some great people, some great friends, and I'm forever grateful, so thanks, mate. Okay, and then the second thing he asked me to say when I asked him, he said, tell Margaret how lucky she is to be with me. Direct quote, that was exactly what he said. So here's a story. Like, I remember not long into the relationship, I asked Steph what it was about Margaret. And he said, it's not just how I feel about Margaret, but it's how she makes me feel when I'm around her. And having watched your relationship over the last few years, and actually how Margaret is with everyone, like the impact, Marge effects, if we call it that, but the impact she has on people, and she brings out that, you're a great person to be around, Margaret. So I've listed some of Steph's qualities, but you're the one that really brings out the best in him. So, you didn't say too. But so do you know what? Maybe you are lucky, Margaret, but Steph, you are definitely lucky. And we're all lucky that you met each other and decided to spend the rest of your lives with each other. So, if you'd like to toast to Margaret and Steph. Cheers, everyone.